I said, whatever. I said, nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. But anyway, so it's probably. What's that idiot? It was just a guy that was on like, go unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him, he don't know shit. Nigga stupid, don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said, whatever. I said, nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. What's that idiot? It was just a guy that was on like, go unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him, he don't know shit. Nigga stupid, don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said, whatever. I said, nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. But anyway, so it's probably unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him, he don't know shit. Nigga stupid, don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said, whatever. I said, nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. What's that idiot? It was just a guy that was on like, go unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him, he don't know shit. Nigga stupid, don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said, whatever. I said, nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. But anyway, so it's probably. What's that idiot? It was just a guy that was on like, go unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him, he don't know shit. Nigga stupid, don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said, whatever. I said, nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. But anyway, so it's probably.
Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. Blue blood boxing, man, you lame. You heard him. Unsubscribe, he's garbage, he's trash. Everybody say he trash. Boy, just trash. Daddy created a trash can. It's your boy, Blue Blood Boxing, and I'm back with another one. Krispy Kreme, double cheeseburger, 5-piece tenders, cauliflower. Let me get a number 9. But what's going on? Y'all know what it is, man. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep checking us out, all social media platforms. Hey, man. Twitter's the fastest way to hit me up. Want to make a donation? The Cash App is always open. CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. And during live streams and premieres, you can always donate with Super Chat. Hold on, man. Go sit down, Miles. Go sit down, bro. Go. Well, stay right there then, dog. Let Miles chill upstairs today. But yeah, we're gonna talk about. I'm hearing Canelo and Yıldırım could be next. You do it, you dead. Hold on, let me take this dog back to his doggy bed. Give me a minute. Come on. Hey. But yeah, maybe he thought I called him or some shit. Flame on Frederick Jackson. We're gonna talk about. I'm hearing tomorrow, or sometime in the near future, it changes. The WBC is going to give Canelo an opportunity versus the mandatory Yıldırım for the super middle welterweight belt. We're going to talk about Jermell Charlo exposed his brother for ducking Canelo. Take questions. We'll talk a little bit about Gary Russell. We talk a little bit about Povetkin and Wyatt and some of the fights on this weekend as well, too. Just waiting for this game to come on. First game was real good today. Donovan Mitchell almost dropped a 60 ball. Youngest to do so, scored 50 in the playoffs since Michael Jordan dropped 63 on the Celtics and the old Boston Gordon. So the two other games, this game pretty good with Boston and Philly. Boston's so trash. This shouldn't even be competitive, but hey, it is what it is, man. And then you got old Luka Doncic taking on Paul George and Kawhi Leonard tonight. But let's get to it. Yeah, I heard last night too, and I heard today again that a few boxers petitioned for the vacant super middleweight title to fight Yıldırım. And I'm so tired of this nigga riding this motorbike up the street. He cool, but man, he need to get him a car. He already fucked his ankle up. But I heard a few boxers petition for the super middleweight belt. Now, what's so funny about it is when the opponent is easy, these guys don't have no issues. These dudes don't have no issues petitioning to fight for a belt. But when dudes like Terrence Crawford got a belt, when dudes like Gary Russell got a belt, and they be like, let's fight, motherfuckers want to take alternative routes. That's one of the reasons that boxing is becoming watered down. Earl Spence said this last night. It's too many titles. Just look at the WBA for a minute. You got an interim title. You got a gold title. You got a regular title and a super title. Like, get out of here. Too many titles. But everybody see Lion Killer Salute. Everybody see an easy fight. Now everybody want to petition. Everybody want to petition to fight Yıldırım. Now had that been, as his favorite per se, had that been Artur Beterbiev. Hold on one second. Now, excuse me. Had that been Artur Beterbiev, you know what I'm saying? That was the man. That was fighting for the vacant belt. I'm just saying, personally, I know he's not in the weight class. Would nobody be petitioning? Jermall Charlo petitioned for the fight. Canelo petitioned for the fight. Callum Smith petitioned for the fight. But when Benavidez had it, wasn't nobody trying to get the belt but Jermall Charlo. He was supposed to fight Benavidez next. He the only one that wanted the belt. Now that Canelo taking the route of least resistance once again, if this holds true. It's crazy to me. All of a sudden, now Canelo want to switch lanes to fight Yıldırım and call itself a fake four-time four-division world champion because the regular belt don't count. That WBA belt, he has to vacate that belt before he fight for another belt because unless they downgrade Callum Smith to regular WBA, which I wouldn't put shit past none of these sanction belt bodies, and they upgrade Canelo if he win to Super WBA champion, it wouldn't surprise me. But the rationale or the rational thinking, what they saying is this: the franchise champion takes precedence over mandatories, and Callum Smith do hold the mandatory. He is the diamond champion. When Darrell, basically didn't face him and follow him in the World Series boxing tournament, he fought for the diamond belt. For Callum Smith is the mandatory, but they saying this is that Canelo is the franchise champion, and the franchise champion gets first dibs at the belt. I ain't even mad, bro. It ain't even no point about it. The person to be mad at is David Benavidez. David Benavidez legitimately just handed DAZN the super middleweight division. It was split down the middle. Now, people say, well, somebody might have a bigger bag and change their mind. They are pro Canelo. Ever since Canelo said no to the WBC and said, they try to do the little Golovkin thing and force Golovkin as a mandatory. Ever since they've been back in Canelo good graces, they've been doing anything and everything to make him happy. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Now he got an opponent. He probably going to turn around and fight Callum Smith. And Canelo going to have 3 of the 4 belts at 168 pounds. He going to have the lineal. He going to have the Super WBA. He going to have the WBC. He going to two of the belts, excuse me. Don't be surprised if he don't eventually hunt down the WBO belt from Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo do everything except fight young and live fighters. Everything he's done has been old. Austin Trout was a little older. He's still in his prime, though, don't get me wrong. Lara was old. Floyd was old. Cotto was old. Danny Jacobs, he was coming. He was post-cancer. Golovkin, he waited for him to get old. Kovalev was old. You know what I'm saying? You look at his career, they're going to try to spin the narrative and say, look at his resume. We all know it's horse shit. Questionable open scoring with Austin Trout. He didn't knock out old Miguel Cotto, right? Some people felt that he lost to Lara. I thought it was a draw. 2 controversial fights with Golovkin. A controversial fight with Kovalev because people thought Kovalev took a nosedive off the swimming board. So it doesn't surprise me. A lot of these motherfuckers, these belts going around calling themselves champions, and they wasn't champions. But you know what? You can get away with doing that when ain't nobody else around you doing nothing. All right, you can't get Canelo, you can't get Golovkin. Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade should be fighting each other. That's just the fact of the matter is. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen. So Canelo is getting by off his ethnic connections. That's it. If Canelo was a Negro fighter, Canelo would be, what is he, 40-something, man? That motherfucker be 40 and 10 by now, whatever he is. Canelo had 10 or 15 losses. Just bet, he say, CJ, how can Al make an offer for Gary Russell but can't make an offer for Earl and Bud? Man, I'll talk about what Bob Arum said. We can hold on to that one. He said the real goal. I checked back in on boxing and CJ looked like Nostradamus smashed the like button. Yeah, I told you niggas, man. Did the WBC make the shit up last night? We be crooks. What they say last night. You know, but you know what? Francisco, salute Kobe 2K fans, salute Frederick. I see you. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's, you know, when dudes ain't doing what they supposed to do, they can get away with shit like this. Andrade and Charlo should have fought. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a different set of rules. Golovkin has been anointed as some fucking great white hype. Damn it, salute. You know, that's just what the facts is, because Golovkin has been anointed as a great white hype. And white people in America not fucking with him. But then again, he get a $14 million contract per fight with his own, with equity, which is nothing right now, in the company. What has Golovkin ever done to earn that? Nothing. Golovkin didn't fight Arthur Abraham. They both was in Germany. He sat there waiting on Felix Sturm. Never happened. You know what I'm saying? What is this highlight of his career? 2 controversial fights versus Canelo. He was dubbed to be the knockout artist. He was supposed to knock Canelo out. All of a sudden, he can't cut the ring off on Canelo no more. Motherfuckers getting preferential treatment off their skin color. That's it. If Canelo was black, man, come on, man. Canelo wouldn't even be Adrian Broner. If Golovkin was black from Africa, Golovkin wouldn't even get a pass. It's a joke. And it seemed like the Dominicans and the Cubans and the blacks, because there is no white fighters for real right now, white American fighters. Who's the last one? Jason Litzum, Joe Smith Jr. It seemed like the Cubans, the Dominicans, and the blacks, and you can say the Brazilian fighters and the Argentines, right? We all could be in the same boat. We got to work harder just based off our skin color. And Cubans and blacks got to work harder because we've dominated the sport for so long, from the amateurs to the professional rank. So we got to jump over fiery loops, and we got to cross the swamp with the Swamp Thing in it. We got to fight Superman, then Captain Marvel, and then, you know, Shazam, and then we got to fight motherfucking Dr. Doom. We got to go through the mousetrap. You feel what I'm saying? You ever played that game? Especially the ones that came out in the 90s, not that new shit. The original mousetrap. And that's the truth. We got to do all the dirty work just to get the opportunity. And now you seen with Rolly, they don't mind robbing. They don't mind robbing you, no matter how good you beat somebody. They don't mind robbing you. You want to say, well, you got to knock everybody out. Well, have you ever seen Andrade take on Lucian Bute? You know, he knocked out Lucian Bute. And they gave that motherfucker a 50 count. So even if you knock him out, they know to bring him back to the ring and give him an extended count and still get him the victory. But our fighters' career got to be harder. We got to be put on a different expectation level. We got to do more just to get there. But Canelo get there just because he's an Irish Mexican. That ain't fair, but life ain't fair. But I ain't bothered by it because at the end of the day, I want to see Al Heyman keep that same energy. I want to see Al keep that same energy that he had for Gary Russell. Now, who knows what Gary Russell did to Al Heyman, right? He could have cussed him out. He could have called him some names. He could have brought some money and not gave it back. He could have fucked his daughter for all we knew, right? We don't know what Gary Russell did. So I can't say Al doing Gary Russell Bowl and not say that, not know the story in totality. There's three sides of the story. It's Al's side, Gary's side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth, usually. So what Gary Russell did, who knows? He not gonna publicly say what he did to be in bad graces. Al Heyman, people just don't do stuff for no reason. He did something, he said something, whatever it was, it is what it is. But if David Benavidez then lost his title on the scale, he then gave the play back to the zone. He then gave them another belt. Now PBC got 2 belts between 60 and 68, 2 real belts. I want to see if Al keep that same energy with Benavidez. I want to know if Al Heyman is going to treat Benavidez like he treated Gary Russell. And the $1 million question is, if David Benavidez, is he willing to work his way to get his belt if Canelo got the belt? Will he fight Canelo for the belt? That's the question. Will he jump back in the deep end of the pool and fight Canelo? Because he ain't fought a soul yet. And neither has Caleb Plant. But once again, this is an example of marination going wrong. They had 2 belts. They failed to unify the belts. And now they got 1 belt. Now they got 1. It's crazy. So if Al Heyman gonna hold a grudge against Benavidez took, and don't forget, he was willing to give Benavidez the top rank. So I bet you Al Heyman give Benavidez a pass. He ain't gonna fuck Benavidez's career up. He gonna put Benavidez on the fast track or the best track to get him a belt. Then Canelo say he not fighting Mexicans. He said something like that. But oh boy, ain't no Mexican. Alvin Yıldırım Turkish, if that's what you're hitting at. Francisco Floyd gave Canelo the blueprint, and he took it to the next level. Easy money for Canelo in the era of boxing, that marinating duck. And this is another issue, marinating going wrong. It ain't really Al's fault. Al was going to make Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. But David Benavidez and the pandemic is the reason why it didn't get made. He said, like Ellaby said, Canelo will never fight Benavidez. It's a matchup nightmare for Canelo. And you know what's going to happen? I'm glad that he brought that up. Let me get some water. But you know, I mean, anybody can guess what's going to happen with Canelo and Benavidez situation. They're gonna elevate Canelo to a super champion or franchise champion at 168, and Benavidez gonna fight for the regular title. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. They're going to have that man fight for the title, then upgrade the franchise champion, and then downgrade Benavidez. Or have Benavidez fight for the regular belt. So Charlo and Benavidez probably, if Charlo win this weekend, he probably gonna fight Benavidez for the regular belt after Canelo get upgraded to super champion. Now it'd been funny had Canelo had Jermall Charlo had the WBC belt. It would have been funny to see. It'd have been funny to see if they would have ordered with Canelo with a petition to get that fight. And we all know the answer to that. We all know the answer to it. But hey, it's the game. It's the game. And to me, it's sad. He's gonna be surprised if Heyman orders Benavidez to fight Plant as a consolation prize. I mean, he already got a mandatory, so that ain't gonna happen for a while. Plant got to fight the winner of Caleb Truex and then Gulo. And then I was thinking they was doing, they was probably gonna plan the Danny Jacobs fight. That's kind of was my train of thought. No inside information there. But, Canelo and Yıldırım, I mean, the zone just need to shut down shop. You know what I'm saying? The zone just need to quit. They need to just file bankruptcy, shut it down in America, and just save us the grief. We was better when HBO was gone. We got Top Rank. We got PBC. They just need to get out the business. They just in the way. It's just like that coworker that don't never be doing nothing. Just in the way. They just in the way. Eddie Hearn ain't doing shit. He just in the way. What he doing? They got Demetrius Andrade talking about fighting Willie Monroe Jr. He just in the way. He said we know Canelo will give Benavidez a boxing lesson. Probably would, but he won't fight him. He won't fight no Benavidez. Canelo ain't fighting no nigga that's 28 years old or 29 like him. Let's establish that. Floyd wasn't fighting no Negroes, no young Negroes. Canelo ain't fighting no young people in general. Canelo ain't fighting nobody without if he fights somebody young, it's gonna have open scoring. It's gonna have some stipulation. Jason Sosa boxing. It's gonna have some stipulation. So stop it. Canelo ain't won a fair fight in his boxing career. Not a one that mattered. Good skill fighter. Good hand speed. Good boxing ability. He just like the great value brand, Mexican brand of James Toney. That's who he try to fight, like a little fake James Toney. He ain't gonna fight nobody. He put a rehydration clause on Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs didn't acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? But who rated Danny Jacobs? Danny Jacobs, he didn't even beat Derevchenko. They just picked the winner. They just had the blindfold and put the pin on the donkey. That Derevchenko and Jacobs fight nobody won that fight. Jacobs was in there like he was scared to get touched. You know what I'm saying? Derevchenko was trying to mix it up. Jacobs was trying not to get touched. Nobody won that fight. Lather, salute. So what's Danny Jacobs' claim to fame? Knocking out Peter Quillen after he dropped his belt and retired? What's his claim to fame? Montel Griffin was 5'8", 5'7", fighting as a light heavyweight. So what's your point? What's your point? He ain't the first fighter to go up that high and be that short. If my memory serves me correctly, Montel Griffin was 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", fight motherfuckers that was bigger than him. What's the point? 72 needy bomb. So come on, bro. This nigga, he ain't won a credible fight yet. He ain't won a credible fight yet. And you can talk about Chavez Sr., getting some gifts and you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the Mildred Taylor fight, you can say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But Chavez Sr. can fight too. Edwin, salute. Damon said Jacobs and Derevchenko was a draw. I never been impressed by Jacob owning the Triple G fight. That was the highlight of his career, was a loss. I was there that night. That's the highlight of his career. Mark, I see you. But, at the end of the day, you can't take nothing away from Canelo. Maybe Canelo get in there and beat these guys. But he just won't take a chance. And if I'm making $35 million or $20 million, whatever he's making before he got his own, fuck it. Why not? Fuck a risk. The little bit of risk I'm taking, nobody else taking that risk in boxing right now. Who else? Old man Pacquiao still taking more risk than 98% of boxing. Canelo, LA12, salute. Jamal Murray went off. Shit. Donovan Mitchell dropped the 57 ball. Mike Conley went to go for the birth of his son. I ain't mad at him. He said that why they won $15 million to fight. Because they're going to get robbed. What you mean? What you mean? They're going to get robbed. And Danny Jacobs got $15 million. Shit. That's like the weakest nigga in the hood hitting the baddest bitch. If he can fuck, I know I can fuck. When my man's tell old girl on the wood, he said, you let that nigga fuck? I forget the nigga name. So come on. If Danny Jacobs can get 15, niggas in New York don't even know who Danny Jacobs is. So stop it. Like, get out of here. You going to a non-robbery. That's like you being the armed security. So if they pay regular security $11 an hour, you gonna be armed security for $11 an hour if you gotta carry a pistol? Hell no, you gonna want a dub. Yeah, you let that nigga Rudy hit. That's what he said. It don't even matter to fight Canelo. It's just a known payday. You're not gonna win. Even if you win, you won't win. If that makes sense. Floyd Mayweather beat him every round and got a split decision. Let that marinate like neck bone juice. Let that marinate. Floyd won every round and got a draw. So what they gonna do to the average motherfucker like Charlo? You know what I'm saying? Niggas just going there if you can't beat them. And he not unbeatable at all. Truth be told, 50% Kovalev was touching him. Had Kovalev not took that dive, allegedly, and been regular Kovalev that fought like Nathan Cleverly, Andre Ward, man, Kovalev would have dusted Canelo dick right in the dirt. Come on, he would have dusted Canelo dick right in the dirt. Real talk. Canelo wants you to take a rehydration clause. Oh, you can't weigh this much. And this Joker told James Kirkland that he couldn't have Ann Wolf in his corner. Come on, man. Come on, man. Because they want to pay that. Fuck you mean? Shit. Ain't none of them motherfuckers beat Canelo. Now, if it was a fair fight, hell yeah. This some Dana White promotion. Hell yeah, he probably can beat Canelo. But Canelo ain't no scrub. You ain't gonna just go in there and take his fucking lunch and take his cookies. You ain't just about to go in there and get down, Kofi Universe salute. You ain't just about to go in there and get down on him. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no motherfucking Zeus Shimon promotion or no Mick Conlon promotion. You ain't just about to go in there, pop, and put him there. Hell no. Canelo gonna make you earn that shit. We ain't never said Cinnamon couldn't fight. He definitely got the skills. Canelo ain't flexing the A side. He putting it all in your face. But I don't really care to watch Canelo fights no more because I already know it's gonna be some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I view Canelo fights like I'm gonna view every Rolly fight moving forward. But look at Floyd though. Look at Floyd, you know, buck dancing and raccooning around for a minute. Let's talk about him. Look how he playing into the stereotype of Hispanic fighters or ethnic fighters in boxing. He wouldn't do shit for Badu Jack, who looked like a brother. He from Sweden, but he a brother, Canadian, whatever the fuck he from, but he from Sweden, got a Swedish background. He wasn't still a Laffy Taffy for Badu Jack. But he go out here for the other and put his reputation on the line and rob for Rolly. Look at Floyd always playing into the stereotype, fighting on the Mexican holidays, only wanting to fight in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look here, man. I'm Canelo. Shit, I do what Floyd did too. I'm gonna make just as much money or almost as much money because I am Mexican. You ain't beating no Canelo, bro. No way, no how. Alvin Yıldırım, here come Canelo. Oh yeah, another way to pad my fucking resume. Here I come, Alvin Yıldırım. Whoa! Here I come. I'm gonna fight me, Alvin Yıldırım. You know, I ain't even got to see him fight. He ain't gonna He ain't gonna handcuff Avi and Yıldırım. He ain't. Yıldırım can weigh what he want to weigh, take what he want to take. He gonna fight Yıldırım. Watch what I tell you. If he fight Yıldırım ain't gonna be no rehydration. He might do it because he put one on motherfucking Rocky Fielding. He might do it because he put a rehydration clause on Rocky Fielding. He said Badu getting all type of opportunity and always draw. You blind if you don't think they look out for Badu when Badu has to be getting opportunity after opportunity. Nobody said he wasn't getting opportunity after opportunity. You know, motherfucking Chris Pearson got opportunities. Ladarius Memphis Miller got. We saying that they robbed for Rolly when they wouldn't rob, or they seemed like they was going against Badu Jack. Get out of here. Get out of here. If you're defending Floyd, man, that says a lot about your character, man. C-Dub might be an all live matter nigga. Ain't you from Birmingham? This nigga defending Floyd. He if anybody defending Rolly and saying Rolly run on this internet or this right shit, unfollow them. Unfollow them. I wouldn't even listen to another word a motherfucker say. If anybody think Rolly won that fight, here you go. Hold on. Here you go.
Whatever he want. I said, whatever. I said, nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him, he's trash. And anyway.
Unsubscribe from him, he trash. He sucks. If anybody telling you, if anybody trying to make a rational statement about Rolly fight, get out of here. They arrived for Rolly, but wouldn't ride for Badu. It wasn't even riding for Badu. I think Badu beat James DeGale, and I think he beat Adonis Stevenson. I really don't care about the John Pascal fight. Come on. Oh yeah, man. I like Cubans, Addy. Yeah, man, 78, man. I love me some Cubans, Addy. You wouldn't know why. That dumb nut nigga. Get out of here. Y'all would, man, why do y'all listen to that nigga? He don't know nothing about life but penitentiary fucking peanut butter jelly sandwiches and motherfucking grilled cheese sandwiches with the damn ironing board. Get out of here, man. Why do y'all even pay him any attention, bro? He shouldn't have a sub talking about boxing. He shouldn't have a sub. Come on, he been saying stupid shit. I ain't even surprised me. Rolly ain't win no 4 fucking round. He didn't win a round, nigga. Nigga's garbage. He's trash. Unsubscribe. Nigga a bum. A true bum. He didn't win 1 round. Stop it. Garbage. Trash. Unsubscribe. Oh, you saying he should have paid the judge? No, he didn't have to ride Badu Jack 1. He paid the judges. It's a known fact. Somebody was just telling me how Al paid the judges before this. I'm not going to say no names. But it's a PBC fighter. Or some PBC affiliate. Y'all just be how y'all head up PBC ass so much, dog. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even see what they doing, bro. Y'all just had y'all head up they ass so much, bro. Get out of here, man. Romeo say easy work for Ryan Garcia. Easy. Easy. All work is easy work. He said Jalen Love made a career in boxing with TMT. Floyd definitely looked out for him. Y'all saying looked out and we talk about robbing. It's 2 different things. Looked out and robbing is 2 different things. He looked out for Gervonta by downgrading Machado and upgrading Gervonta. What he did with Rolly last night, that was hot. That was just a straight up robbery. What other fighter you seen Floyd rob like that for? Name me another fighter. Name me another fighter you seen Floyd rob like that for. All the Negroes on that fucking roster. Who was Floyd robbed like that for? Rolly ain't even worth robbing for. He garbage. He trash. Unsubscribe. He's trash. Mickey Bay didn't rob. Well, there wasn't no robbery that he fought Miguel Vasquez. That was competitive. That was no fucking robbery. That was a robbery. That wasn't no fucking robbery. Miguel Vasquez and Mickey Bay was close. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, dog. Get out of here. Rolly was trash. He don't even know. He was throwing. Man, come on. Like I said, some people in the street can beat him. There's a few niggas in the chat can beat him. Trash. That nigga need to go back to college. He need to pick up a trade. Be a plumber. You know, I don't know what he needs to do. Trash. He should never be let in the building again. He said Mickey Bay definitely won life and death with Miguel. Who didn't? Miguel Vasquez was a great fighter. I won't say great, he was a good fighter. I see him get robbed way worse than Mickey Bay. That was a close fight. That wasn't no robbery. This was a robbery. Nigga trash. He didn't deserve 2 rounds. He's trash. He's garbage. Unsubscribe. He was swinging like a bitch. Nigga look like me. Y'all talking about Wilder. Why ain't y'all going hard on him like Wilder? He has no boxing skills. He has none. They don't exist. He has no boxing skills. None. But let's switch lanes. Tired of talking about that. So apparently, I'll play it. But apparently, let's talk about Jermell. Like, he been going ham. I thought the beef with his brother was fake, but this sounded pretty real. But hold on, this sounded pretty real.
I'm 154. I ain't the one. I would never turn down no motherfucking Canelo. Y'all know what it is. I ain't never turning my money down. I'm 154. I ain't the one. I would never turn down no motherfucking Canelo. Y'all know what it is. I ain't never turning my money down. I'm 154. I ain't the one. I would never turn down no motherfucking Canelo. Y'all know what it is. I ain't never turning my money down. I'm 154. I ain't the one. I would never turn down no motherfucking Canelo. Y'all know what it is. I ain't never.
So he basically said that his brother turned down Canelo Alvarez. I knew it. I heard it. And that wasn't from just Golden Boy side of things. That was from Premier Boxing Champion side of things. He wanted 20, and they offered him 15. So, you know, all you dudes out there saying, oh, you making up stuff, and you, I ain't got no reason to lie on these brothers. I'm just telling you what I heard. His brother confirmed it. Now, you know, it's a few people that tell the truth in this world all the time. A drunk, a kid, and somebody that's mad. You know what I'm saying? Who told y'all that Teofimo Lopez was going to be able to win the franchise championship? I said that shit about a month ago. But yet again, y'all let, you know, old Uncle Ruckus Nation, Boxing Nation, break the news. Oh, this is so inconsistent of the WBC. You know, like I told you guys, the WBC, they don't really like black people. Okay, they protect Canelo, but come on, man. Only reason Earl Spence wasn't franchise champion because he turned it down when they thought he wasn't coming back for a while. I ain't trying to hear that shit. If Gervonta Tank Davis wanted to fight Lomachenko, they can fight. And Floyd called the WBC and say, put the franchise belt on the motherfucking on the line. They'll do it. I ain't trying to hear that old crybaby ass nigga. Don't even like black people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I told you guys that Robert Garcia was a racist, but then again, here you come out there. Robert, I love you, man. You know, get the fuck out of here. These niggas are fucking weird, bro. But You know, but he not gonna make a video about that. And if he do, it's gonna, well, I don't believe this. Jermall is just playing, and Jermall would never duck Canelo Alvarez. Get the fuck out of here. That's all these niggas do. PBC, DAZN, Matchroom, ESPN, 5. That's all they do is duck shit. But soon as Keith Thurman, who been ducking Errol Spence for 55,000 years, all of a sudden when he lose to Pacquiao, he can determine when he want to fight Terrence Crawford. He got an interview a week ago saying he ain't coming back till January, and this motherfucker said, "I'll fight Crawford next." But you just told A-Hat Boxing that you was coming back next year. See how motherfuckers fall for the trap. Oh, Crawford looking bad, and he should have fought Keith Thurman. He turned out. What did Keith Thurman say? It ain't ducking if I don't receive an offer. What did Keith Thurman send an offer to? When he says in the contract, like, oh, if he send the contract, I just might sign it. Bud say, what's up? Oh, I was thinking about signing it. Like, this is the same dude turned down Sean Porter, the rematch. You know what I'm saying? Come on, he still won't fight Errol Spence. Him and Errol Spence could have fought next. All of a sudden, what he say is biblical. You gotta just laugh at these niggas. Y'all listen to that Moochie Mook over there at the Boxing Voice Nest. Motherfuckers that nigga's a fucking dickhead, bro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's a fucking dickhead without balls. You know what I'm saying? They use a real nigga like Mike, and then kind of railroad my nigga, and he go back to the same motherfuckers that ain't never did shit for him. Weak ass panel he got. Fuck out of here. I wouldn't support. Get that nigga one die in the way he treat his people. That situation is one of the reasons why I don't work with motherfuckers. And for one how, oh, Crawford, can I get an interview? Then it's, oh, fuck Crawford. He ain't got this. Niggas emotional about shit. Motherfuckers mad because a nigga won't give you an interview. It's 5,000, it's 100,000 boxers out here. It's thousands of retired boxers out there. You mad because this one nigga won't give you an interview. What about Al Heyman? Al Heyman won't give these niggas one sound clip. But they hate on Bob, and Bob interview with everybody. Bob interview on that side of the street, the media, this side. Bob talk all the time. It might be some bullshit, but you can get paid off of what Bob said. And that's the problem. A lot of these niggas started these platforms, and because they started them first, they think they garbage. They trash. Unsubscribe from them. They trash. When you put money involved, the shit always melt down. Oh, Ron O'Hara, Keith Idek, or Dan Rayfield, I didn't like that article from them. They trash. I can do a better job. And these niggas doing the same thing. Cock riding and cock sucking the motherfuckers who get them access. Why do people prefer Errol Spence? Because they make money off his name. He give an interview, his accessibility. I give a fuck less. I don't want to interview with you. I don't want to talk to you because 99.9% will come out your mouth is bullshit. I don't idolize athletes. I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. Maybe as a kid, come on. But you could tell when news come out who reported good and the bad. If it's some shit that come out about a bad thing that come out about a fighter that Ness might like, or baby mama boy might like, or dumbass Negro or 7A, they won't report it. They won't even say nothing. When the Golden Boy came out and said Charlo duck, they wouldn't even say nothing. Same thing with Kunte Nation. He wouldn't say nothing. But as soon as the WBC do some shit like that and get Canelo the franchise, woo T.O. and see, look at this. This is just retarded and this is just dumb and they just blatantly racist and to the black fighter. But no, he didn't talk about how Gervonta Tank Davis had an opportunity to fight for that same belt and he ducked it. They ain't talking about Jermall Charlo turned down the fight. I said this months ago. He turned down the fight. Oscar wasn't lying. When I heard from who I heard from, it was true. And people act like, oh, this is so out of his character. What you mean? He blatantly ducked Demetrius Andrade. His trainer is saying that we don't need to fight Andrade. Andrade don't bring nothing to the table. And I'm like, what? He got a whole WBO belt, right? How many motherfuckers kept it 100 and made a video on that? Well, I got to see this person and interview. Man, see, that's why I don't do that shit, bro. You got these boxers that, you know, and I didn't heard the story. You'll have these dudes' numbers, and you'll say something like, oh, he look weak tonight, man. He ain't going to be able to beat Blase Blah like this, or he not going to be able to beat Blase Blah like that. And then they'll call you and they get mad at you. These trainers get mad because you said this, that, and the third. But for a fucking platform, that everybody say, oh, I don't watch YouTube. I don't watch these writers. Tim Smith say, oh, they, you know, I forget what he say. Oh, they non-factors. I'm paraphrasing here. F the YouTubers. Who care about these little YouTubers? That's what he said. But people care about these little YouTubers a lot. It's a lot of niggas get mad about what people say. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna come in and control. Hold on, where this little nigga at? Come here. No, not the big one. Damn, the big one coming. Go sit down, Miles. Go sit down. Sit. Good boy. Down. Oh, no, I got black on, nigga. Down. Oh, I'm gonna take him back to his head. I usually don't have both of these dudes, both of them up here, but somebody supposed to be dropping something off, and I don't want nobody to open the door and one of them run out and bite somebody. I'm not balling by no imagination. You bite my dog, I'm gonna take the collar off his ass and say, I don't know that nigga. He a stray. You feel me? But where we leave off at. But yeah, we was talking about you know, all this shit. That's how it work, man. All these motherfuckers, they try to control your platform and give. See, I got a motherfucker that give me information. And he don't want nothing. Like, we just cool. Like, we just vibe on that level. So I don't need to. Like, I don't have to watch what I say. We disagree, and that's how me and Town is. Me and Town, we like, oh man, it don't matter what we talk. We can talk about black shit, boxing shit, basketball shit. It ain't like we ever got into a shower match or whatever that nature it is before. I got another channel, y'all can check it out, Motor City Sports Talk. One of the dudes, right? Like I said, the whole letter crew just turned me off to working with niggas on the internet, right? So I won't work with on my other channel. I won't do no collaborations, right? And maybe that may change, but a lot of these Christian Negroes, they look for the good in Negroes. I don't look for the good in people. You know what I'm saying? I just judge you how you are. But, you know, I'm kind of stoic and I'm kind of, you know, what your fucking angle is. So long story short, this one dude, you know, he got in touch with me. He wanted to know what I thought about a situation, right? About a player that played on the Lions. I'm not even going to get into the conversation. And, oh, why you say this and why you say that? Like, nigga, I was in the car wash cleaning my car thing. I'm coming back from the crib and we just arguing and shit. This nigga just want to argue about my opinion. Like, and I just think about, like, damn, what if I was like motherfucking Joe Rogan? Or what if I was as big as some of these other YouTube niggas and outlets? If my opinion bothering you and I got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subs or whatever the fuck I got on that channel, right? If my opinion bothers you then, like, imagine if a nigga had an opinion like ESPN or had a platform like that. Like, your people opinion, like, my opinion really bother people. And to be honest, I don't think shit of it. Like, real talk, I get on here and I say what I say, and I live my life. I just move on from it. So it ain't nothing personal. People, oh, you don't like him because, nigga, I don't think about this shit outside. I don't even break down film no more. I don't even watch fights for the sake of watching fights no more. Like, I'm not even thinking on my mind is like, bam, I'm on the next test. And that's crazy to me that like these niggas will really be bothered by these niggas' opinion. And what's so crazy is the next nigga, the next writer, the next vlogger, the next YouTuber be worried about what somebody else said. I just make fun of it. This nigga, I don't sleep on what this guy said, that guy say. But like I said before, I said it a while ago, right? When you wrong, everybody want to let you know when you wrong. When you right, everybody quiet. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. You know, and was it right for his brother to say that? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Especially twins, half brothers, step brothers. I get it, but like they must really be beefing. And I just thought it was some. I didn't really before I listened to the videos. I didn't really listen. I didn't really watch it like that. Irv shared it on Twitter and shit. And I looked at it and he was like, man, this shit look kind of real. You know, and I'm like, you know, maybe he's just joking around. He wouldn't do his twin like, because, you know, we all have friends or some of us have friends that had twins. And I ain't really never seen, you know, brothers fight, sisters, but I ain't really never seen twins really beef on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mel kind of off. They argued on the Custer podcast and stuff of that nature. And I seen that a little bit. And shout out to Brian Custer. He doing his thing. I didn't think much of it. But when he said that shit, and the real GOAT sent that to me, he said that like, oh, you done? And I said, damn, he must be feeling some type of way. Now, that ain't the first time he alluded to that. One time he was on Instagram Live during the pandemic, and he was like, you know, oh, I ain't ducking nobody. I ain't ducking no Canelo. But my brother ain't really ducking Canelo. He said something like that. He kind of touched on his brother was actually ducking Canelo. And he tried to cover it up. I had to find that video and screen record it or share the link. But he was like on live or whatever. And he basically kind of alluded again that his brother ducked the fade. But like, I just could never like really hang my twin out there like that. So I don't know if it gets to the point he had 2 guns in the sauna. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't a smart deal because, you know, water rust guns. And, you know, it leads you to believe where they fight each other. And I don't want to see that shit, to be honest. Black, white, any between. I don't want to see no twins that look alike or don't look alike. I don't want to see them fight each other. Thomas Moore, that's just me just being honest. If they fight, I wouldn't watch. When Floyd was arguing with his daddy, I forget what fight camp 24/7. I ain't like that shit. That shit was disrespectful. Mad Dog, a salute. Long time no say. He had the right to Marvin Gaye Floyd. So you don't disrespect your parents like that at all. Especially somebody who built you. But hell no, I didn't want to see the Klitschko's fight. They talked about fighting at one point. And they was basically said their mom said no, and that's the right thing to do. I don't want to see them motherfuckers fight. Why would you want to see some shit like that? That's just to me, that's kind of like, that's symbolic of ignorance, bro. I don't care if I had a twin, I wouldn't fight my brother for real. Somebody say he got $1 billion a piece. No, just at some point when you become like, when you wake up and you figure out money ain't everything, you know what I'm saying? And you work up with morals and integrity and like, you a man. At some point, everybody at the point where you would do something for money. Like something, at some point, I'm at the point where certain things I ain't doing. If you ask me, oh, you pay me to fix my Cadillac converter, or, you know, I pay you to, you know, put up some walls or do it, cool. But on some shit like that, man, I'm good. Bernardo, salute. I'm good. Ain't all the money in the world. I'm not doing no shit like, ain't no real nigga doing that. Ain't no real dude doing that. Ain't no real Mexican, Cuban. Ain't nobody fighting a twin, bro. That's a man. Who want to put their kids through that? Who want to put their girlfriends through that? Who want to put their mama and their father through that? Who? Who? And you know they get in there thumping. It's probably gonna be to the death. Especially if it's animosity in the air. You know how competitive, you know, siblings are. That's gonna spill outside the ring. Their relationship will never be the same. Ain't nobody real doing. I ain't egging that on. I ain't instigating the brother B. I ain't doing that shit, man. Even if they was 2 white boys, I ain't doing that. Real Go said when brothers do fight, it's never fair. At least one of them is holding back in my experiences. But Jermall don't seem to kind of be responding. I hope this just for show, but he did turn down Canelo. That is an actual fact. He asked for 20, they offered 15. Now, if every time somebody turned down the fight, is that a Doug? No. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this again. If you turn down a fight, in some scenario, every scenario, it's not a Doug. If Canelo say, "Oh, Jermall, I want to fight you at 160, but you can't weigh more than 175 coming into the ring. Not the same day, 75." You know what I'm saying? You like, "Oh, hell no." And he said, "Well, I'll give you 15 million if you don't weigh no more than 10 pounds coming." No, I'm not doing it. You don't have certain it's a lot of different things that kind of weigh into the fight too. You got promotional fees, you got what I'm saying, media obligations, and all types of shit. Oh, you can't co-promote, you can't get a promotional cut. There's all types of stuff. Oh, we not drug testing, or whatever it may be. So basically, let's just say in this scenario, I'm not talking about this scenario. Fighter A and Fighter B negotiating, they come to terms on money, and it come down to inking the final thing, and Fighter B like, you know what, we need a drug test, and Fighter A said, I don't want a drug test, and Fighter B pull out. Is that a duck by Fighter B? No, that's like, y'all gotta understand, like, niggas' lives on the line. Lawrence Williams, salute. Your life on the line. He said Jermell also said Blue Blood stop reporting on me and say the F out my life. That's crazy. And the Quan salute. And that's square business. Every time somebody don't accept the fight verbally, like, y'all get into the thing where verbally this guy say something. Oh, I want to fight you, and let's send a contract. Oh, he ducking because he don't want to fight. You don't know what could be. That costs money. When Bob Arum pick up that telephone, and Al pick up that telephone, and Oscar pick up that telephone, and Eddie pick up that telephone, and stop their day to negotiate the fight, and draw up a contract, and then, you know what I'm saying, they come to agreements, and then somebody pull out, man, that costs money. Lawyers, you probably got to get it notarized, I don't know the thing. That costs money. So just because somebody don't accept the fight don't mean they ducking. And a lot of times, somebody said this in my other stream, a lot of dudes that's portrayed to be ducking, they get in the ring and they beat that ass. That's facts. He said maybe they just promoting the fight. I think they got us all. I said the same thing this morning, but he got personal. You know what I'm saying? He got personal, and then Jermall ain't clapping back at all. And I done seen Jermall, be on Instagram Live and talk his shit. He talked this shit about the whole city of Philadelphia. I still remember when he told Jesse Hart he'd knock his ass out at the bar. And this was years ago. I feel like it was just yesterday. I don't know what to believe no more. This too close to the fight. But animosity of Big Charlo, who was going to headline, probably can't. Hey, that's a fact. Big Charlo was going to headline, and all of a sudden, they changed it, I think, Saturday. And if you don't believe me, you can look on BoxRec. He was going to headline. And that he just jealous, bro. And some people just, jealousy is natural. Maybe he got more love. Maybe people liked him more. Jermall seemed more like laid back. He seemed more approachable. Jermell ain't everybody cup of tea. I mean, if you grew up in certain situations, you had close circle. Some people just like that. I talked to a few people. I had niggas like that in my crew that just always wanted to start shit. And we just knew, you let this nigga go too far, we gonna get into a fight tonight. And in the crew, you had a nigga that just was ready to pop off for anything. You instantly passing a nigga like Mel that yak, or you passing him that blunt. Jermell headliner, now they changed it, and Rosario. But honestly, Jermell deserved a headline. They flipped the coin last time. Jermell and Tony Harrison was the better fight. It proved to be. This time, Jermell should headline. But they split it up so it wouldn't be no animosity. But, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Jermell just high sprung. He ain't for everybody. I know how to treat niggas like him. You leave him where he at. Straight up and down. You don't approach him. You don't talk to him. If he approach you want to talk, so cool. But Jermall is the more approachable dude. I mean, that's just what it is. God didn't make us all equal. But in my opinion, Jermell is the better fighter, bro. I didn't seen it. I'm a huge Jermell Charlo fan when he was with Ronnie Shields. You know, the way he was moving and pivoting and beating up on Rosado, Demetrius Hopkins, he paid his dues to talk his shit. But when he switched up his style and tried to be a knockout puncher, he just changed too much. I've said it on several occasions. He's the best. He got the ability to be the best well-rounded boxer, the most well-rounded boxer in history. I mean, in his era, excuse me. Talking about defense, pivoting, boxing on the back foot. Now he mastered the front foot. Now he need to go somewhere with somebody that can put it all together for him. Now he need to find his identity, and he able to put it all together. You know, ain't nobody gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? Lateral movement, back and forth movement. He got it all. He just ain't put it all together yet. And if he figure out how to put it all together, ain't nobody gonna whoop him from 60 to 54 to 47. Shit, he might be able to go up and whoop some 68 pounders. But like I said, I ain't in the instigating. Janko said, Maul said, hold on. I ain't instigating shit between them niggas though. Now just like Canelo and that, he said Maul said on live stream he headlining. I guess he was trolling him. So, you know, he was headlining. They changed it, but I don't know if he said it again. So, you know, it is what it is. He said Ronnie said if Mel came back, he wanted 20% of his purse. Ronnie tripping. Well, according to Nate Campbell and Kelly Pavlik, the trainer pays the corner man and the cut man, or they play the cut man. So, I mean, what he supposed to get, you know? And Kelly Pavlik said that a lot of these young fighters don't even need managers no more. That's a waste of 30%. I'm not talking about Al. I'm talking about personal managers. But I'm not gonna get personal in people's contract. I can really expose some people, family members out here, but I won't do that. You know, it's a lot of greedy motherfuckers out here. You know, but he you know, basically the trainer pays the cut man as well too. So I mean, it is what it is. But let's kind of talk about but I'm not instigating no beef between them. I hope it's just for show because one thing I pointed out, I was talking to Irv earlier on Twitter. I was like, well, both of their opponents don't really speak English, so they got to kind of hype it up some type of way. Ain't no posters being made, ain't no press conferences, ain't no virtual. Al Heyman ain't doing shit. How they expect to sell a fight? Ain't no virtual press conferences. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fight posters. You know, and something else. And I'm giving free game to Al Heyman right here, right? Why don't Al Heyman get a deal with Dave and Buster's to exclusively, you know, show all they pay-per-view fights? You know what I'm saying? That'll make sense. He should exclusively get a deal with like Dave and Buster's since they across the nation, I believe, to really view all the PBC fights. And tell the cable networks that Dave and Buster's ain't got to pay a pay-per-view price or something of that nature. That's all I'm saying. He said the trainer pays the whole corner. Okay, then that includes the cornerman. But I don't understand how you can be jealous of your brother. But hey, you know, at the end of the day, he makes sense. The 3-belt fight should be the overall main event. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about Gary Russell. Y'all can ask some questions. But yeah, Gary Russell, I didn't really understand what he was saying, but he was talking about how his brother ended up knocking out a young amateur fighter named Jaleel Hackett. Right? And I just think that was out of bounds. I really do think that was out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude a kid. You know, you go out here because of some beef with his daddy. Like Gary Russell really, really tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? He get mad because people telling him that he shouldn't move up and fight Terrence Crawford. That's common fucking sense. Nigga, you 5'4", you know, and he's talking about people know the skills that I possess. You talking about the amateurs, my G. This ain't no 4-round fight. This a whole what 36-minute fight. He get mad because people telling him that he shouldn't do it. He should focus on what he got in front of him at 26. It ain't like people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't pursue Lomachenko." that white boy whooped your butt already. It ain't like that. People just telling him that you should, and he getting mad because this brother ain't hate on Gary Russell or none. He just said, you know what, you can't beat Bud at that weight. Like, go do something else. And he get mad because at all these people, because they just telling him what's best. And you putting kids into it. This nigga Jaleel Hackett is a kid, bro. Well, my brother knocked you out in the gym, and like, really? Don't take your frustrations, your career out on some kids, bro. That ain't right. To me, that was ignorant. He going to a guy that didn't get no buzz, right? I was like, a few other people was talking about him, you know what I'm saying, and and I was talking about how they treating him bad and they won't, let Leo Santa Cruz, fight. And I always in the Gary Russell corner. I met him. I mean, 100 nigga, bro. Like, solid, not arrogant. His family cool. His big brother cool. His pop, like, a whole bunch of cool niggas, dog. And nobody's perfect. I understand the frustration that he's going through because you can't, Al Heyman won't let you be great. You know what I'm saying? Al won't let you be great. I understand the frustration of it. But damn, niggas just trying to give you the best advice. And it's like an intervention for Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? It's like a virtual intervention. Mark Davis, Carl Dargins, you know what I'm saying? All these other people. And you know where this shit started from? From Beauty Shop Conversation, that knuckle dragger. See how all this shit, like, we really need to rid ourselves of all the knuckle draggers in this community. That man serves no purpose. He's an agent. You know how they just talking about? I was watching the Star Report. Check him out. I like his channel. He cool as fuck. And they was talking about Professor Griffin. I don't know exactly what was said, but DL Hughley, he called DL Hughley an agent, and everybody called him DL. And DL Hughley been tap dancing. This ain't shit new. I've been said that before. And most people in Detroit don't like DL Hughley neither, right? But he called DL an agent, but Fred is an agent, bro. Motherfuckers don't want to accept it. All he do is create chaos. All he do, he not trying to build, black relationships. He not trying to build black. He's an agent, bro, and he needs to be dealt with, bro. All he do is keep the shit, circulate, dog. And watch him try to keep the Charlo shit circulating. Watch him try to instigate that story. He's scum. Angel say Gary needs to pray he get to Loma fight again, maybe a round or two against him. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what him going on with him and Al, and maybe this is just a frustration coming out. But had he not did that interview with Fred, you know what I'm saying? Maybe none of this start. But like Crawford doing, it's no need to entertain it. Anybody moving forward, there's no need to get a brother no advice. This is something that he got to figure out. But hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got messages and I'm looking for a quote. All right, Ryan O'Hara, he writes for Ring TV. He said, I briefly spoke to Bob Arum earlier about Gary Russell talking fighting with Crawford. He said, what the hell is he talking about? He couldn't even beat Lomachenko at his own weight. So Bob Arum basically dismissed it, and we all don't want to see Crawford and Gary Russell. Before this, Gary Russell was a really solid dude, and I think he still is a solid dude. I just think 32 years old, him and Crawford is just, they soldiers of the same struggle. They both 32, and both got an uncertain future. The difference is Gary, own management company or business partner Al Heyman, is starving him out. He want to move up to 135 pounds. Al don't want to let him. They announced all these fights on Fox, Showtime, and yet again, Gary Russell not even getting the bone to headline right now. You know what I'm saying? If Gary wanted to move up, they could have made him and Adrian Broner fight and got him some good payday. I know because Gary Rose be feeling heavy. Like, what did he fail at, bro? He lost to Lomachenko. That ain't terrible. It happens. He ain't lose to like Dusty McCrusty. You know, Lomachenko might be five at the time. He might, it was young in his career, but now he like might be one of the 5 or 6 best fighters in the sport. That ain't shit. He fought Loma he was really a prospect too. He had 20 fights and nothing. That's a fact. Gervonta Davis won't even get near Loma, and that's where the game is fucked up at. Y'all talk shit because he lost one fight. Remember the nigga that knocked out Abner Mares, Johnny Gonzalez, he iced him. But y'all speak down on the brother and say, well, he failed. One fight? Well, y'all have been calling Ali a failure, Foreman a failure. Y'all wouldn't even let Foreman be able to come back in the social media era after losing to him. So we basically gonna put ducking above failing or trying. He tried. It's a lot of dudes out here who won't even try. He said I've been talking, my bad. So he tried. Like, I ain't going. He still got a nice career. He ain't going to the Hall of Fame as a pro. But unfortunately, us as men, we are faced with pressure, and sometimes we crack. We don't crack and cry and break down emotionally all the time. But maybe this is him cracking under the pressure, and I'm fine with it. Henry Bronson, I'm back. Dip he said tell Thurman to spar with Buzz since he don't have a title-free beatdown. Plus Charlo going ham. Hashtag Sugar Tank Davis. Salute, bro. Good to see you back. So that's kind of my little thing on Gary. I just think he's just trying to make some shit shake. Now you've been down and you gotta make some shit shake. You might owe a bill or shit might not be going your way in your profession or whatever you do on the street. Sometimes you gotta make something shake. And Gary's just trying to make something shake for his career because it's coming at the end of his career. Ain't nobody speaking on that dude, man. Stop it. Shout out to 704. Nobody speaking on him. And nobody will. Hopefully Danny Garcia knock him out so we can have our party. But yeah, I got any questions? Other than that, ain't really shit shaking today. Charlo had the internet rocking, so we got to thank Jermell Charlo. If it's fake beef or if it's real beef, we got to thank him for giving us something to talk about. So definitely appreciate him. Yeah, any boxing related questions I answer. All right, wait a minute. I know the chat kind of a little bit behind me talking. Luca, cash, fucking Mavericks up by 4. He said, "Do you believe Al sent a contract?" Maybe probably called him. You know what I'm saying? He probably called him. You ain't gonna send no contract. You gonna see if they interested. Bob ain't making that fight. And if he do make the fight, they can't afford him. If you can afford Gary Russell, you can afford Keith Thurman. Straight up and down. Gary Russell gonna be asked for so much money. The Mavs gonna put them on. It's looking like it right now. Jermell too intense. I would love to see him in the Crawford fight. Yeah, that'd be some crazy shit. Do you believe that this Shields Ali fight is really going to jump up? No. She need like two tune-ups. Layla Ali ain't hurting for no money, so nobody thinks Gary bluffing. He probably is. Come on, nobody about to jump up like 20. That's like what, 20 pounds, 21 pounds from Missouri. Come on, ain't nobody entertaining that. Annette, salute. Ain't nobody entertaining that shit. Then he said Shakira was ducking today in another interview. Shit, Layla Ali got a husband with money. She got money. Come on, what she need to fight Clarissa Shields? They ain't gonna make Clarissa Shields the GOAT unless she can get in the time machine and fight Layla Ali. I ain't heard nothing about Jerry Hurd, bro. At all. At all. Can Gary even get up to like a respectable 155? To my line. Yeah, it wasn't no FanDuel today. FanDuel app was down. I started to do DraftKings. I'm like, I'm straight. Tomorrow got way better slate. Better start LeBron tomorrow. If LeBron don't go off tomorrow, bro, I think it's over with. If he don't dominate Melo, they don't have no matchup for LeBron outside of Melo. LeBron should dominate tomorrow. I mean like 40 and some 10 and 5, some shit like that. But any other box related questions? Oh yeah, Lara coming back. He headline. I forget. He's headlining pretty soon. He fighting Greg Vendenti. I don't know this dude name. He fighting. Yeah, he fighting some dude. Lubin fighting on Showtime. He fighting Goucher. And Jerron Ennis gonna be on the undercard. I forget the dates. I got the Clippers championship, but you can't really call it. It's probably gonna be unpredictable. What question you have? Say it again. I didn't see your question. What you want me to say? Rolly scorecard was worse. Yeah, do you think Earl can stop Danny? No. Hold on. He said Andrade is still. I don't know if he fighting Willie Monroe. That was a rumor. The way we talk shit about that fight, I don't think they make it. I ain't got no winner. I probably favor Loma right now, but that might change. What about Plant? He waiting on the winner of Angulo and Caleb Truax. They fighting. I don't remember the schedule. Said most PBC fighters who fought in the first quarter of 2020 besides Danny will not fight again this year. Hurd fought in January. Well, Hurd probably should still be fighting a fucking a tune-up. We still ain't seen some of these undercards. You know, Keith said he not coming back till January, so Keith ain't fought since last July. Man, Keith just need to fucking retire, bro. Yeah, I don't have no link on this platform, bro. Have to do it another time. But yeah, I mean Keith just needs to retire. Keith ain't gonna fight in what, a year and a half in January. Keith just need to give it up. You know, this motherfucker like a dude with FMLA. You know what I'm saying? Coming to work when he feel like it. Steve Nine is the teriyaki snitch nine of boxing. It's crazy. So, I mean, yeah, Caleb Plant gonna be. He gotta wait for he ain't gonna fight till next year. Sound like. So, Red Cash is fighting twice this year. Him and AB supposed to be fighting in December. So, Red Cash should get another opportunity this year. So, Wilder should get another opportunity this year. We should call that nigga FMLA Thurman. Like real talk. Like Keith Thurman should just retire, dog. Keith Thurman should just retire, dude. Dude, you just took what 22 months off, bro. That's almost 2 years. You come back, fight January, you fight July. Now you taking another year and a half off. That's 18 months. In the last few years, this motherfucker got this nigga got a prison bid of time he didn't fight, bro. Like this dude just missed 22 months of boxing, bro. Now you turn around and miss 18 months of boxing. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Ridiculous. This dude will probably be off for 18 months to his next fight. And he's talking about he might fight Kell Brook. Why? Just if you don't want to fight no more, just retire. Get a commentating job. Lubin is fighting Terrell Boucher on Showtime. That should be coming up real soon. What available fighter you want to see? Pacquiao, I guess. Pacquiao only fighting 2 more times this year. I mean, his career. This was Pacquiao last year fighting. You know, the pandemic changed things up, but fucking Mikey Garcia, what is bitch ass doing? You know, let Pacquiao go chase waterfalls. What about Mikey Garcia and Bud? Bud Mikey always got something to say. Mikey can crack. Bud apparently don't have a chin. That's a good matchup, Bud and Mikey. What about that? Mikey got an opinion on everything but fighting Bud. Oh, I don't think he could beat this guy. Man, nigga, then you step in. That's the thing about these whole ass fighters, bro. They critique a fighter and say, oh, he ain't that good. Or I don't think he can beat this guy. But you be like, what about you fighting him? Oh, no. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear you speak on no other man as a fighter that's in your weight class that you ain't with. I don't want to hear your opinion. When you say, oh, no, I don't want that fight. Or, no, I'm not. Why do I need to get your opinion? You let me know everything you want to do. I need to know right now. If this dude is a champion, a qualified fighter, and he in your weight class, and you give an opinion on him, you want to fight him, you say no, then that's all I need to know. I get tired of these niggas. Maybe talk about these niggas like they talking about Hagler or something. Yeah, what if you fought Hagler? Oh, I'll fight him like this. I'll fight him like that. You ask a nigga like Mikey, what if you fought Keith Thurman? You know, if I was to get in the ring with Keith Thurman, you act like he be talking about somebody from the 80s. They be talking about hypothetical fights. They be talking about real fights, but they hypothetical fights. Shit crazy. They gave that to Abner Mares. Quality fight. You know what I'm saying? They be really talking about fights like they hypotheticals, bro. You know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? Well, we can talk a lot of shit about Kovalev being a racist and Kovalev a fight. Kovalev took tough fights before and after Andre Ward. Say what you want to say. I can respect Kovalev boxing integrity. You know what I'm saying? More than a whole bunch of dudes out here fighting right now. Kovalev and Amir Khan is throwback fighters, bro. A lot of these other dudes out here is clowns, bro. And motherfucker, what you think about Mikey could have fought Lomachenko and been a fucking legend, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'll read Yıldırım his next opponent. We know. I think tomorrow they're supposed to know. Don't quote me on that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you'd be like, Tank, what you think about Lomachenko? You know, he a good fighter. You know, how would you fight him? You know, I would just smother him and, you know, will you fight him? No. Before you even ask these niggas how they fight and what they think about a fighter in their division, hey, would you fight him? Yeah, AB fight anybody. Anybody throw up on me, my G. I get the rest. I got these to get Mason rest of his shots. We got miles together. But I can't even say AB a throwback. He lost every big fucking fight. Get out of here, nigga. This nigga go in there and just run and make niggas look bad, bro. I mean, I fuck with AB as a person, but as a fighter, he can't be a throwback fighter. AB and that bitch to survive. I'm a survivor. I ain't gonna make it. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. Shit. Nigga be in survival mode, bro. Ever since Madonna tapped that ass. Marcos grabbed my ass. That nigga twin brother lock him. I told you. You ain't tell me shit. I told you. Why you trying to hear that, man? He said AB jumped up to it. Ain't nobody tell man. Mikey did it. Kell Brook did it. And all them Negroes lost. Shit. Roberto Duran did it and was successful. He was successful. And that's a fact. Yeah, I mean, but he ain't duck no work. You know, I mean, he got to get those fights to be in there. But yeah, he got a throwback mentality. Amir Khan, Tim Bradley, Shit, Kovalev. You know, I mean, you even got to put Gamble in there, man. He did that, but everybody ducked somebody. You find out. Yeah, Shane Mosley. He didn't have to fight Winky Wright, but he did. Costello beat the shit out of Lomachenko. Russell, though, man, I ain't believing that shit, man. What that nigga Pimp C say? He said, you got the funny Geneva watch with the Ferrari kit. Take that monkey shit off. You embarrassing us. Yeah, Danny used to take risks when he was poor. Now he rich forever. He ain't taking no risks. Go on, Miles, man. You sit. That's two things about having two dogs. Jealousy. Pick one dog up, the other dog. My big dog want to be the little dog, and the little dog think he the big dog. Think about that for a minute. Did you initially have Broner beating Paulie? I thought he'd be Madonna and Paulie, yeah. Yeah, Shane did it too. He jumped 2 divisions. Never went back down to get a 40-pound belt. Yeah, before they fought, I picked AB to win both of them. Even though I ignored the signs with Gavin Reese. Gavin Reese was piecing his ass up. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. Let these dogs outside. They got to use the bathroom. Dude. I ain't know having 2 dogs would be jealous. They're jealous. You know, Miles jealous. He used to be the only dog in the house. Unless we dog city. Go on, man. You got all that white on you, man. Get. Man. But yeah, let me get out of here. Appreciate. How do you think T.O. do at 40? He'll do fine. He do just fine. He got the skills to pay the bills. But I appreciate y'all. Keep sharing.